Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. Tell me, do you enjoy the current hybrid engines in Formula One? Do you think they were the right choice? Or do you prefer fully combustion-powered engines like the iconic V8S or V10S? Based on the feedback we see, it's clear that many fans aren't particularly fond of the modern hybrid power units, mainly due to the sound, or rather, the lack of that aggressive roar that once defined Formula One. But here's some exciting news. Formula One appears to be moving toward a return to combustion-only engines in the near future. CEO Stefano Domenicali previously mentioned that the sport is working toward this transition, possibly by the 2030 season. Now, FIA President Mohammed bin Sulayem has also weighed in, expressing support for the idea on social media and further fueling the discussion about a major shift in F1's engine philosophy. Bin Sulayem shared that this week saw intense discussions regarding the future of Formula One, with most of the focus currently on the 2026 regulations. These upcoming rule changes have already sparked controversy due to the complexity of the new car and engine designs. However, beyond that, conversations have also touched on the potential return of V10 engines, primarily because of the excitement and emotional connection they bring with their thunderous sound and high revving performance. The FIA president elaborated on the idea, stating that the goal is to reintroduce 100% combustion engines while utilizing sustainable fuels. This approach would allow Formula One to maintain its sustainability objectives while still attracting major manufacturers to continue investing in the sport. Additionally, this transition could significantly reduce production costs, as naturally aspirated engines are far simpler and more compact compared to today's intricate hybrid power units. If this proposal is officially approved, it could solve several of the biggest issues currently affecting Formula One. One major concern today is the sheer size of the cars, which has increased drastically due to the need for large battery packs to support the hybrid systems. This has made overtaking difficult on many circuits, as there simply isn't enough space for 2 cars to battle side by side without considerable risk. A return to more compact, purely combustion-powered cars could dramatically improve racing dynamics and create more exciting battles on track. Bin Sulayem concluded his statement by emphasizing that the FIA's priority is to deliver an exciting spectacle for Formula One fans while ensuring that the sport remains both safe and sustainable. The goal is to ensure that Formula One continues to thrive in the coming decades, preserving the thrilling experience that fans love, ideally with the return of the powerful, high-pitched engine notes that many have been longing for. All indications point to a promising future for Formula One, with a potential return to the golden era of screaming engines and raw, unfiltered power. But what do you think? Could we see V8 or V10 engines return under the 2030 regulations? Would this be the right move for the sport, or should Formula One continue to push hybrid and electric technologies forward? Share your thoughts on this potentially game-changing development. According to reports, Lewis Hamilton has already requested modifications to Ferrari's new car to better suit his driving style. As always, we at JP bring you all the details, so be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to leave a like. It helps support our work. As you may know, Ferrari conducted a shakedown with their new car this week, right after the official Formula One season launch event. Charles Leclerc took the car out for the morning session on Wednesday, completing around 30 laps. Later in the afternoon, Lewis Hamilton got his turn behind the wheel, also completing a similar number of laps. According to insiders, Hamilton's lap times were approximately 0.8 of a second slower than Leclerc's. However, sources indicate that this gap is not necessarily indicative of performance differences between the 2 drivers. It appears that Leclerc was pushing to the limit from the start, while Hamilton was still in the process of adapting to the car and familiarizing himself with Ferrari's systems, which differ significantly from those of his previous Mercedes. An article published by the Italian site Auto Racer revealed that after his initial run in the SF25, Hamilton requested some minor adjustments to be made before pre-season testing begins next week. Ferrari quickly agreed to these changes, as they are relatively small and do not interfere with Leclerc's setup or the overall performance of the car. The team has also confirmed that these modifications will be implemented before the first official day of testing, ensuring that Hamilton has the best possible adaptation period. Despite these early requests, Hamilton expressed strong satisfaction with the car, stating that it feels entirely different from anything he has driven before in Formula One. He also conveyed confidence that this machine will allow him to compete for race wins and potentially even the championship in his debut season with Ferrari. This development raises an intriguing debate. Will Hamilton's arrival disrupt Ferrari's team hierarchy, or will Leclerc maintain his position as the team's primary contender? While Leclerc has been Ferrari's top driver in recent years, Hamilton's vast experience and championship pedigree could shift the internal dynamic, particularly if he adapts quickly and delivers strong performances. Ferrari will have to carefully manage its driver lineup to maintain harmony and avoid unnecessary internal tensions. Formula One analysts and fans are divided on the potential outcomes of this partnership. Some believe that Leclerc's established presence within the team will keep him ahead, while others argue that Hamilton's experience and winning mentality could ultimately make him the stronger force within Ferrari. Additionally, Ferrari's ability to balance team strategy will be crucial, as a well-managed internal competition could push both drivers to excel, whereas mismanagement could lead to friction and complications. As we approach the start of the season, all eyes will be on how both drivers perform in testing and in the opening races. Will Hamilton's adjustments to the car give him the advantage he needs, or will Leclerc's familiarity with Ferrari's operations keep him ahead? Can Ferrari successfully manage its two top-tier drivers, or will tension emerge as both push for supremacy within the team? What do you think? Will Hamilton's modifications and confidence translate into success, or will Leclerc continue to be Ferrari's main contender? Share your thoughts as we prepare for what promises to be an electrifying 2025 season. Let's talk about the complicated situation at Alpine, a team that has its driver lineup set for this season, but has made it clear that changes could happen at any moment. Jack Doohan finds himself on shaky ground, while Franco Colapinto is waiting in the wings for an opportunity. Let me know in the comments what you think about all this pressure on Doohan, and whether he could be replaced early in the season before even getting a fair chance to showcase his potential on track. This push for a change comes from Flavio Briatore, Alpine's consultant, who has been making aggressive moves to make the team more competitive. He firmly believes that Colapinto has greater potential than Doohan and isn't interested in wasting time, as he wants immediate results. The situation has sparked major discussions, and during Formula One's launch event this week, Doohan was bombarded with questions about Colapinto, adding even more pressure to his already uncertain position. When asked directly about the pressure he's facing, Doohan responded with a strong and composed statement. "I haven't been told that he's a reserve driver, and regardless of that, I'm one of the 20 Formula One drivers in the world. I know that when I was a karting driver, racing in Formula 3 or Formula 2, I would have done anything to be in F1 and sacrificed everything to get here. So, whether it's someone from inside or outside the team, anyone who performs well will always have pressure on their shoulders. This is a brutal sport, but whatever the pressure, I'm ready to embrace it, enjoy it, and make the most of my Formula One season." Beyond Doohan's response, Alpine's team principal, Oliver Wax, has come forward to reassure that their current drivers will be given a fair chance to prove themselves. Wax expressed confidence in Doohan's abilities and stated that it would be unfair to make things even more difficult for him by fueling speculation and unnecessary stress. The team is committed to providing its drivers with the support they need to succeed, but with Briatore pushing for immediate results, the internal dynamics could become increasingly tense as the season progresses. With all this unfolding, Alpine finds itself in a high-stakes situation. Will Doohan be able to hold on to his seat for the entire season, or will the pressure and internal politics see him replaced before he gets a fair shot? How will the dynamic between Briatore and the team's leadership affect decision-making? Let us know what you think. Will Doohan manage to prove himself and secure his place, or is it only a matter of time before Alpine makes a switch?